Okay, Michael's solo in the middle. It would appear, you know, there's a little debate that I had within myself about, do we go or do we go? Do we go for that, all the tone off that sound, or do we go for a more, more treble sound? In the solo, it sounds to me like Michael Schenker is using his famous half-cocked wah sound, because it sounds slightly different. It's a more in-your-face solo. It uses a different tonality, because up to now, we've been using loads of this major-based D major scale. Suddenly we're into right, completely different. So this time we're coming off like a 5-note D minor scale. So here's the first lick. And he does that little addendum. So you just hear a G to F at the end. So you get this G bend. And then we're going to, which is very similar to what we've heard before. We're back to major, bend the A, bend the E, and then he plays this. Really nice phrase. There's a bit of a jump here. There's probably a position on the board where you could play it without doing that jump that I did. But for me it's quite natural. I hope to go. So we're doing that major minor. And then go up to the A, slide up to the B. And then, right, that's pretty Michael Schenker like that. Right, halfway there. Second half starts with that lick twice, and he goes, and he plays it with a real snap. So it's bend a G, just go up the 5-note scale, and give the C to the D a snap, and then. Right, this time we're back in a kind of, I wouldn't say it's major or minor, he's just playing the notes that fit. Right? Now that sounds like, a lick that all the notes fit together, which they do, I think. Bend the E half tone. Do the same with the B. Major, minor. Then go. Right, this time we're back to major, so we're doing a major climb. And then that climb, right? So, in a short space of time, we've got now, you may notice that bit at the end sounds very, very Leslie West. Right? It does to me anyway, right? So, if we want to slow that down, we've got right, that's that bit that's the 2 half-step bends. Right, major climb. Right, so we're going off this F sharp note, so I had to think what that was there. Back to this major, right? At this point we're in the last lick. This is the bit that I think is Leslie West, and he plays. Now why I think it's like Leslie West is ostensibly Michael is playing D, F, D, bend the F to a G, way down, and then play D, F, D. So if you wrote it out, it would look something like, which is a little bit Leslie, but the way Michael plays it is like this. So, you know, it's a kind of microtonal, like that, like Leslie did. And that's the end. Now, for me, one of the most amazing things about this solo is it ticks all the boxes for a guitar solo that sounds like at any second it's going to come off the rails, and it's got that real excitement. It's got, you know, absolute adrenaline. It's got absolute adrenaline. It's really, really exciting. You're on the edge of your seat first time, the 1001st time you listen to it, and you think at some point, much like Jimmy Page's solo in Zeppelin's Rock and Roll, it's so close, you know, to just coming off the rails, but it doesn't come off the rails, so therefore it's perfect. And when Michael hits that, ends on the tonic, and we're back into the song. You know, a lot of people might disagree with, well, it's not a disagreement, it's not an argument, is it? A lot of people might say, well, my favourite Michael Schenker solo is, and it could be Try Me, it could be, I mean, we'll be here all day, it could be Lights Out, it could be Too Hot to Handle, it could be the Frankie Miller one, Full in Love. I love what he plays on with the action. So, you know, you see where I'm going with this. There are hundreds of incredible Michael Schenker solos, but for me, this song has got four. They're all great. Two of them are very similar. You know, 1 and 4 are very similar, and it's got that one, number 3, in the middle, which, as I said, this bit is going to be tricky. So I hope that you got from that something, and you know, and you love the song, and you love Michael's playing on it. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, a living legend.